Okay, Sunday morning in the kingdom, and I forgot to vacuum. It's on the counter of the house. We'll have to show that later. Oh man, I'm screwing up. It's Sunday and I'm sober. All right, +4 on the Celsius, but feels like +2. It is nice out here. There's no wind. I can hear the birds chirping. Yes, and Jack yapping away. All right, today will be a shop day working on the wiring because it's, really screwing up today. All right. On the yo-yo scale, +39 Fahrenheit, but feels like +36. We have nothing that's the year of 1936 in the kingdom. Not even me. Oh, yes. All right, so today's a shop day. We'll be working on the wiring because I'm in the mood to work on wiring because I'm colorblind. So we have to, be in the mood. And still no snow. Facebook Memories is showing us with snow last year and the year before and stuff like that. So I don't know. We're, blessed, as you would say, because we have no snow, which is good. And clean the vacuum on your Sundays. I wrote it down and I forgot it. All right. But it's dark out here. The yard lights are still on. Oh, it's right there. Look at that. And it's a nice day for It's a nice day for Dick to be flying, so he'll be tormenting us. Yes, he flew low over the Kingdom shop yesterday, and then, he was staying north of the house. But also, too, when he loses rotation, he lands in my house. Yes, because you crash this way. Yes, and my property goes a fair amount that way. So you're still flying over my property, Dick, even if you're going to crash into my house. But oh well. 6 years we've been phoning Transport Canada and the Gong Show Mining Company, and what happens? Nothing. So the day he crashes, that's the day the lawyers take over. Yes, it was so nice all summer with no Dick. Yes, firefighting helicopters are totally different. Dick is annoying. That's because he never made the firefighting grade. Yeah, firefighting pilot grades. Yeah. So he's just a pilot that couldn't get a job anywhere else and ended up in WHO-ville. Oh, wait, that was me. I ended up here and I'm still here. All right. So that's the way we hauled firewood yesterday. Traction was a problem right there with those smooth tires. We might have to put the tire chains on. Yes, minor detail. All right, keep scrolling because we're screwing up so bad. Forgot the vacuum, forgot everything. Oh my, what are we going to do? Oh, wait, get focused on life. It's Sunday. All right, let's go walk the dogs. Oh, here comes the boss, even on a Sunday. Okay, I'm back. I had to go to the house and get the vacuum because I have to clean it out in the shop, so it's going to be kind of pointless. Yes, we blow out the filter, everything like that, so it has good suction. Also, too, I made a note. Yes, 216, not the 261. Yes, a couple of viewers caught that. I made a mistake again for the first time in my life. The snow truck in the shop over there has a 216 motor, which is basically just a plain Jane low horsepower putt-putt motor. There was dime a dozen back in the day. And over here, over there is the 38 GMC. It has the 261 truck motor from a 1957 truck. So the 261 is a torque motor for low end or whatever, for pulling the, the farm truck out of the farmer's field with the load of grain. So that 261 in that truck would just lug it right down, and you could climb out of the field up onto the road and then head to the homestead to empty the grain. Yes, two different motors, totally different, but the same numbers, just mixed up. I think I might be dyslexic or something. Oh wait, I'm sober. All right, let's go walk the dogs and hide from the boss. He's seen us once already. Okay, totally unprepared today. And I checked Amazon and they have my the second book in my Naughty Natalie book series. Here it is here. Look at that. So now I can actually follow along and read along too. Yes. So I kind of like that. So this book is free from October 27th to the 31st. Yeah, Halloween 31st. And the link will be in the description. All right. So let's go on to the next book they have. Okay, the next book we have on for Amazon being free is the King of Obsolete's Pictorial. It's, I think it's 1 of 4, I think. Yeah, 1 of 3. Oh, just read down in here, yeah. So it's a picture book, yes. But also, too, I only had it for how many years as an ebook only, and then I switched over to a paperback. So this here will change over, okay, this will change over to being 0 at midnight, and the paperback is there. But the thing is we don't encourage the paperback because there's no colored photos. Yes, you can't view the pictures. Okay, because this book was made as an ebook only, and it'll be free from October 27th to the 31st. and click on the link in the description below. All right, let's see if we can do the read a sample. So you move your little mouse over here. I don't know if we can see that. Oh, I'm over there. Yeah. Okay, trying to do this with the wrong hand. All right, so then it opens up to the book. So this is what you'd see as an ebook. Ooh, look at that. All right, and also too, I am known for my books being tight. Yes, tight. If you're buying a book, you're not buying an empty scribbler. So I make sure the spaces aren't huge. I don't indentate or anything like that. So that's the way we do it. Because if you're purchasing a book, you want words and pictures, not, how would you say, spaces. You can buy an empty book. It's called a scribbler, like we had in school. All right, so here it is. It's a picture book of the 37 Dodge Hot Rod. Oops, can't click very fast here. But this is what you get to see as an ebook. So if you buy it as a print copy, these would be in black and white, so I couldn't tell the difference, okay? And there's the pink house right there. Yeah, there's the pink house that I grew up in. All right, so that gives you an idea how it works. So click on the links below and enjoy. Okay, it's me again. The book series here, the Naughty Natalie book series, has no pictures in the book because, how would you say, the pictures were destroyed. I spent over 30 years carrying around my photo albums only to find out the first ex-wife had removed all the pictures and destroyed them. So we had no pictures to put in the Naughty Natalie book series. But on this book here, the King of Obsolete's pictorial, I did put the pictures in, okay? So there's the 37 Dodge Hot Rod truck the day I bought it. Yes, it was all smashed up and abused, but we had to make it, how would you say, truck for fun. Yes, a truck for fun. All right, switching hands here. Not sure if this will work. Click on the little thingy over here to go to the next page. All right. So there it is, looking good in 1985, I think it is. Yes, we're having fun. We traveled all over Western Canada. Good times. Then after the divorce, it became a welding truck. Yes, that's when I had my Miller welder in the back. That was before I got into the Lincolns. All right, let's click on some more here. We're having fun. All right, so there it is back in 2022. We had painted it black to match the black feet. We've kept it all these years from 1984 on. And there's the parts truck that became the tribute truck. And that's the pink house where I grew up. Yes, oh, the good times. All right, let's do one more click. See what we got. All right, so there's all the pieces and everything like that. Oh, and we gave parts away because we didn't need Dodge headlights and stuff. And there we go. So there's the 38 GMC when my dad had it in the late 70s. He was showing it off at the car shows, showing people how to work on hot rods, how to build hot rods. He took pride in his work, and he enjoyed hand sanding and getting everything done right. And then he gave up on it in 1997. We got it here in the kingdom, so we had to have fun with it. So it seemed like any time we went out with the truck, having the points and distributor, it always quit. So there's the Stav Young, the 64 Bel Air with the big back seats, which the ladies loved. So that was us going to the garbage dump, and we never made it. So then that was the grill that Dad was so pleased and proud of and everything like that. He had some funky lights, goofy things all over the place. So we took the grill out, put the extra one in, and then we made the Ptarmigan grill. So that's us having fun. So that's why we encourage the ebooks for these pictorials, because the photos are in color. But I'm colorblind, so it doesn't really matter. All right, let's continue the quest.
Sunday morning in WHO-ville, it's almost 10 a.m. and as you can see, there's no sunrise. You can kind of see it off into the distance there, but it's pretty cloudy out. At least there's no wind. Now let's head inside, let the dogs out. I'll try and have soft toast for breakfast. Then at 1 p.m. I'll head over to the kingdom.
Okay, the boss thinks we're off to a slow start, but we have to do the dog blankets and everything like that. And Sunday's a busy day for us. And we don't even have any bacon to go with the eggs. All right, it's probably going to have weenies. All right, so we're getting this tail light figured out here. All right, so this thing was beat up and bent. Okay, so you take it out of the box form that keeps it in the bent form, and you can salvage it. All right, so probably in the bent form for over 10 years. All right, I don't like their grounds. They just stuck it in here or whatever. As you can see, it's not very good. Also, too, this product says Taiwan right here or over here. There it is, Taiwan. And also, too, they use these things. The guillotines of wires. I don't know what they're called. We hate them. We remove them because we butt connect and shrink tube everything. And also too, this doesn't need to be in a box because it's up on the frame of the truck. Oh, I got the burps. I was eating candies. Yes, Halloween candies before Halloween. All right, so we're gonna ground it out with going to the front, and here's how we join it here. So we get it done, and these wires here have no value to us right now, so we just shrink tube them, and that's supposed to be closed like this one to keep the dirt out. So when you go to reuse the wire, it's not rusted or contaminated all the way back. Yeah, so that's why you keep your little thingies. Yeah, the little things come important when you need them. All right, so the wire of choice, we've got it in the bench here. So we pulled the cord, Yogi, and we'll run this to the back of the truck, and then we can cut it off to the proper length. This is a weather-coated wire that's black and white. This is made for colorblind people like me, so my favorite wire. So I can string it to the back, shrink tube it on to the, clip it on, and we'll have tail lights, so nobody can rear end me, you know, going so fast they can hit the back of the snow truck. Yes, so we're thinking ahead. Okay, that did not take long. The spool of wire didn't jam up and down into the frame, just like John Fogerty. Follow the cord, Yogi. All right, so right to the back here. Made sure we pulled it through the right location, right there. So any extra wire, when we bolt the tail lights on, gets pulled back that way. We're not wasting wire. Yes, that's the joys of living at the end of the world and living remote, is you can't waste anything, from paper towel to ass wipe to everything. Shop supplies, you can't waste it. So this is the end product. This is the way we do it at the end of the world. So we left the colored wires here for turn signals and brakes. That's in case the cops pull me over and decide that the snow truck must be road legal. Yeah, well, 1939 they didn't have turn signals. All right, so nice and loose. You got to keep it loose. Long wires. That way, if you have problems, you've got lots of materials to work with. All right, let's get this installed, and then maybe it'll be lunch. And also, too, we got the never sees everywhere, but that's the way we'd like it. Okay, lunchtime in the kingdom, and the wire worked out perfect. Now we'll spool that back up so I don't trip over it, because I fed it in there and then up and over, and we had no extra, which is nice. Yes, I hate when we have extra wire and we cut it off and then we have little pieces. All right, so over here, I'm still having troubles getting used to that heat gun being so hot so fast. All right, so we ran the wires in, and there we have white as the ground, and we got that going over there. All right, so that's the headlights, high and low, and this is the marker lights. Yes, and we also fished the wire. Oh, I'm hooked. Ooh. We also fished the wire up in there, down the windshield post to the marker lights, which we don't have. So Rodney will hopefully get us some this week. All right, so let's do the test. Switch is on, master switch, and we should have tail lights. Yes, so we're road legal. And then the cop will say, oh, we need turn signals. So there we go. It's tucked up nice in there. We know we're going to hit it with the hitch, so that's why it's designed to, how would you say, can bend this way and bend back. Yes, so that worked out good. Everything is tie strapped, so we don't get it ripped off in the trees or anything like that when we're in the wilderness. All right, let's go burn some lunch in the microwave, since that we have no bacon.
12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch. I'll be having leftover mashed potatoes from last night. I made a bunch, that way I could heat some up for lunch today. They are extra soft for my teeth. Now let's head inside and warm it up. The dogs have been out most of the morning. It's actually pretty nice out here right now. Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch and fed the dogs. Now I'll head over to the kingdom and see what my dad's doing this afternoon. Pretty sure we're just going to do some firewood, then he'll continue working on the snow truck in the shop. The wind is starting to pick up. Made it to the kingdom, and of course, look who's out flying. You can just see him in between the trees there. He's actually lower than the trees. Now we're gonna hook on to this here and hang it up with the rest of them. That way it's in the lineup. Got it up, no problem. It looks pretty good in the lineup. Now I'm gonna hop on the quad and hook up to the short little log trailer, and then we're gonna go around to the wagon and pick up all the snow truck parts, and then they'll go into the shop so my dad can continue working on it. Now we'll load everything from the wagon onto the small log trailer here, and then we can bring it over to the shop and put everything inside. My dad needs this stuff so he can continue working. Just bringing the ski into the shop now. At least it's not snowing at the moment. This will give him something to do. Good thing we spent the summer sorting out stuff during the evacuation and the fire, so we were able to find everything. Now let's put the trailer back. 1:30 and I just got all the pails filled. Now I'm officially done in the kingdom, so I'll put these in the shop in the hose shack, then head back into WHO-ville and let the dogs out.
Okay, 20 after 2. Yes, our 2:21 for the new generation. So over here, we were busy. Yes, let's flick on the lights. We should have backup lights. Yes, there we go. So we wired them in. They look good. They shine down on the tracks, which we want, because we want to see if the tracks are malfunctioning in the dark. And over here, the staff brought the skis in. Look at that. Just like a little kid, got them on the wrong feet. Yes, little kids always put their shoes on the wrong feet, so that's kind of funny. All right, so these are just skis I whipped up in playtime. Yes, playtime. That's the material was in the shop back in April, May, and we have no idea if they're going to be longer, shorter. You never know. But the main thing is, as long as we can turn the steering wheel, and we brought in the cable clamps and everything like that. So when the power was out and we were sorting nuts and bolts and everything like that, we sorted all that. So now it's ready to go. And we brought the cables in too. Yes, the cables, because you have to cable the rear ends and everything together. So if we sink this thing, you can pull it out. So if we sink it in the water, like take it swimming, how do we get it out? Yeah, it's not that easy. All right, those lights look good. Yes, old school all the way. Okay, late coffee in the kingdom, but it is Sunday and we had to get it done. We had the instrument panel drop down and we were figuring out the wires because we have a voltmeter over here. All right, oops. I'll try and do this with the other hand. Master switch on. See, the thing jumped over. And look at that. We have dash lights, or instrument panel lights, yes. And we'll see if that drops down. There we go. So that means we're doing good. Now after lunch, after coffee. Oh wait, we can't afford coffee. We'll have tea. We'll be installing the heater and that fan that sits on the dash to defrost. Yes, and then that's the last of the electrical. The snow truck doesn't take much to make it go zoom, zoom.
5 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make supper. Not sure what I'll have tonight. Most likely something soft. So let's head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, 5:30 on a Sunday night, and look, we cleaned it out. Yes, we cleaned it out. We'll have to put those fans back in the storage shed for the next project. And over here, we even got the workbench cleaned off. Look at that. The boss is going to be impressed when we show up Monday morning. Yeah, and we got no excuse why the bench isn't, ready. All right, over here, I had to make a template of the heater. Yes, so I could put it on here and make sure the holes are correct. I lucked out with this being a factory hole, so we based everything on there. Plus, we didn't have to worry about the serial number. Yes. Oh, the first number of the serial number tells you what it is. So it's a 9, it's a 39. So we got it done. We got the new hose clamps on. Everything is nice and tight and neat. Yes. And over here, look at that. We got the spare fuses. Yes, we'll toss them in the glove box. There. Well, it's a thought that counts. All right. So let's turn the master on. All right, shut the door. All right. That's for the ignition. That's the lights. Oop. Lights. Marker lights with the dash instrument panel lights working. That'll be the backup lights. Oh, we got that. We haven't blown the fuse. You got to keep checking when you're playing with wires and jiggling and wiggling. Ooh. Can you feel the heat there, Les Nesman? Ooh. Yes. So once that's on, you turn this on. Yes. So we got that speed. And then we got annoying speed. All right. So turn the master off. All right. That looks good. All right. Let's shut the lights off in the shop and see what the thing looks like with the lights on. Oh, that'll kill the battery for sure. Okay, I'm back here in the new shop extension. Those two little lights look pretty good in the center. Yes, that looks good. And backup lights. That's impressive. Let's keep walking. All right. I got my flashlight in the pocket, so when I shut the master switch off, it's going to be dark in here. All right, so the instrument panel is lit up over there. Ooh, it's spooky. Yes, Halloween's coming. Oh, yes. All right, there we go. The lights look good. So that gives you the nostalgia look of the 1930s. All right, let's go check on the flags after we, how would you say, shut everything off. Okay, we're done for the day. We have the fire in the morning. It gets the building up to about 30 degrees Celsius. It's toasty warm in there. And then we use the fan to pump the heat over to the loader shed for the dogs. Yeah, so it's still warm in there. And same as the shop. It got hot in there this morning. It's a nice working temperature, so it's good overnight. All right, so that water truck looks good, hauling firewood. We should take the tank off, and then we can haul firewood on the truck itself. All right, let's see what the flags are doing. It's supposed to rain tonight, which is good, because I need water. Yes, for collecting rainwater, because I want to make some more Kool-Aid. It's so tasty. All right, let's go walk the dogs, make a video, and we'll talk to you later.